So here's the deal. Talking to my mom, dad, my young people in here tonight. The number one thing I'm going to ask you tonight, I don't want anyone to answer it. I just want you to think about it. Everyone say, think about it. So my first question this evening is, what size dream did you wake up with this morning? Don't answer it. What size dream do you have? The reason I'm asking this question, because I'm meeting a lot of young kids at a very young age that have some great dreams. But the problem is, on the path to their dreams, I'm finding a lot of young people that's making some wrong choices because they're listening to wrong voices. Everyone say wrong choices?
Wrong choices.
Wrong voices.
Wrong voices.
So tonight I want to encourage you tonight about making some right choices, listening to some right voices. So the first type of dream you can wake up and choose, she gonna be my friend. You so cute. She big on the inside, but she little on the outside. My hand almost cover your whole arm. Everyone say little dream. To achieve anything great in life, you cannot settle for a little dream. So little dream, don't move, stand right there. Next type of dream you can wake up and choose. She a little bit taller. How you doing? Whatever you like. Everyone say average dream. You know how I know when I meet an average dream young kid? Because he say things like, well, I passed. And I'm like, man, you happy with just getting by? Nah, man, you got some greatness on the inside. Everyone say on the inside. Meaning a lot of young kids worrying about how it looks on the outside, but I'm here to let you know tonight, it never matters how it looks on the outside. The only thing matters is what's going on the inside. So I can't fly all the way here to challenge you to settle for a little dream or an average dream. I come here tonight to have what I call a big dream. Everyone say big dream. Hayden. Man, this is my buddy Hayden right here. And Hayden, Act. Tag? All right. Well, here's the deal, man. You know what big dream people do? See, we work out, man. We study. For me, I was the first one in my family to go to college. But you know what we really like to do? We like to eat, man. See, I go to McDonald's, spend my whole $20 on the dollar menu. Because I love double cheeseburgers. But you know what? We cannot just stop with a bigger dream. Everyone say bigger. Bigger. Now you got to say it like you mean it. Everyone say bigger. Bigger. So tonight, this is what I call a bigger dream. Everyone say bigger dream. Now see, we don't do what big dream people do. See, they like to go McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Chick-fil-A. We like to go to the buffet. Because see, at the buffet, there's no limits. Everyone say no limit.
No limit.
Now you got to say it like you mean it. Everyone say no limit.
No limit.
There are no limits to how great you can be. My dreams don't move, stand there. I brought a couple of things with me. I have with me one thick, very heavy inch of steel. Before I can talk to anyone tonight about some dreams or some bigger dreams, I have to talk to you tonight about some bars. What type of bars? Not prison bars, not bars they built this building with, but the strongest bars young people will face in school, middle school, high school, all throughout the world. Some mom and dads have faced these bars. Number one bar I want to deal with tonight is a bar called attitude. I mean, a lot of young kids with the, I can't attitude all across the world, man. They get some new math, I can't. They get a new book, I can't. Man, I want to encourage you tonight, young people, no more I can'ts, only I. I can't hear you, no more I can'ts, only I. The next type of bar I meet a lot of young kids when it starts in middle school and it becomes to us as adults in life is a bar called depression. I want to touch on this moment for a minute because this bullying thing has really got bad all across the world. I find a lot of young kids putting other kids down because they're not in great shape, they're not the best athletes. They don't like to accept kids because they may be a little smarter. So they bully on them, and I'm finding that, they don't realize how valuable their words are. Their words will cut others down and I was just speaking in a school. I just left a school in Dallas, Texas. And a 4th grader, young kid, bright kid, man, big dreams, big goals in the 4th grade, but he had 7th, 8th graders. Man, they was just cutting him down, putting him down. This young kid, I've never been in a school like this, at the age of 9 years old, walked into the school bathroom, took his belt off and hung himself. Because the words, he just was so messed up, man, scarred on the inside. I mean, a lot of young kids with some bars of mom and dad being separated, that scar in that womb is still there. They don't know how to get past it. All type of bars and issue. Had a young girl come up to us and speak. I was in a high school getting ready to speak. She said, "Why you come to my school today?" She said, "After today, I was going to take my own life." We knew she was very serious, not because she was crying, but she had a letter already written out, and it said, "Dear Mom, by the time you read this, I will already be dead because I feel numb, lonely, and empty on the inside." See, that girl has some serious issues on the inside, man. No one ever knew because we never say anything. But by the time my buddy finished speaking that day, this girl came up. She still had tears in her eyes, but she said, "Thank you so much for coming here tonight." She said, "Because today," she said, "I just realized the bars cannot hold me back." She reached in her pocket. She said, "I won't be needing this anymore." And she pulls out something, and she places it in our buddy John's hand. And when he opened his hand and looked, it was a big old giant bullet. Why am I sharing this with you? Because that young lady learned something very valuable that evening. She learned that tough times don't last, tough people do. I want to just make an announcement tonight. Young people, mom and dad, you don't have to be great to get started. You just got to get started to be great. Tonight we're talking about getting rid of the bars. Everyone say no bars. So some of you probably watched the contest on ESPN too. They'd take an inch of steel like this. They would place it behind their neck. And with everything they have, they would try to just bend that inch of steel. First time watching this, saw a guy pulling so hard that he blew his elbow out. We not gonna do that tonight. But what I will attempt to try to do tonight to get rid of the bars, I may attempt to take this inch of steel, place it on top of my head, and try to just, but if y'all get me real fired up, like I was out there in that game, in that snow game against the Bears, I may attempt to take this inch of steel, place it in the middle of my teeth, and try to just, a lot of people say, man, that's got to be rubber, fake, plastic, phony. So I'm going to let my big guys over here check that steel out, man, see if that's real. Y'all can go ahead and take a bite of that steel if you want to, man. You're not hungry no more? All right. I got one other thing with me. Please don't laugh at it when I pull it out. I have with me, a lot of you touched it, I have with me one thick, heavy frying pan or skillet, depending on where you from. Country folks call it a skillet. I have this frying pan because one time we were speaking in the school, my buddy pulled one of these pans out, and he was talking to those kids about the hardest choice he made in his life. Everyone say choice. He was talking about the day he made a choice to change the shape of his grades, his attitude, and his family. When he looked at his grades, all he saw was C's. He had 4 other brothers. All they did was get high and get drunk, give his mom a nervous breakdown. He said, I don't see my family in that shape. My buddy had this frying pan in the middle of his chest, and he began to push, and he made a choice. Not only did he make a choice and change the shape of his grades, he went to Florida State, graduated a double math major. At the age of 27, he stood at the altar a virgin. Why do I share that? Because I share with young ladies all the time. Somebody that's valuable is always worth waiting for. I let my young men know real men treat young ladies with real respect. I'm not as big or strong as my buddy, but with everything I have this evening, I will attempt to take this frying pan, place it in the middle of my chest, and I will begin to just pull, push, press, bend, and squeeze, and I'm going to try to roll this frying pan up to it look like a steel burrito, man. A lot of people say, man, that's got to be rubber, fake, plastic, phony. So I'll let my dreams check that out. Ladies back here, y'all check that out real quick. Okay, real quick, I got one other thing. Everyone say, hold on. I'm going to ask you to come help me out real quick. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask you to step down here. All right, boom, right there, face me.